It's episode 18! 18! Woo woo! Hey everybody, my name is Katie Lance, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, founder of the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the Get Social Smart book. So I am excited because today's episode is a question I get asked all the time. How do I keep up with all of these different social media platforms without duplicating my content? So if you've ever felt this way, maybe you're active on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm spinning my wheels. How do I get creative and post things on multiple websites, multiple social media sites without just duplicating everything that I'm doing? Let me give you a couple quick tips. First of all, I always say, look at your life as content. As you're out and about, and you're out at open houses, you're out and about with your clients, look for moments of opportunities to tell your story. And ultimately, the agents and brokers and business owners who really make the most out of social media are great storytellers. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you are a real estate agent and you have a new listing. When you think about a story, you think about beginning, middle, and end, right? So what's the beginning of that story with a new listing? Maybe it is driving up to the house. Maybe it's getting the house ready, working with a stager, working with a photographer. All of that sort of behind the scenes, that type of content typically works really well with Snapchat, Instagram stories, maybe even Facebook stories, right? Where you're sharing a little bit behind the scenes and kind of, taking people on your journey. And then what's the next part of your story? The next part of the story is the listing's about to go on the market. It's on the market, right? So maybe you've got some professional photos and you can put that album up on Facebook of the best, 5 or 10 or 15 photos. Well, then out of that, you might take the best 1 or 2 photos and repurpose those and also share them on Instagram, or maybe pin it to your board on Pinterest. Or maybe you've done a video. You've got a great video that you're going to put up on YouTube, but you're also going to upload it directly to Facebook, and then maybe you'll do a little snippet of that video to Instagram. What you want to do is think about what's the content you're creating, and then how do you think about the different social media platforms and what is the best way to repurpose that content? Because it's not about spraying it everywhere, right? It's not the pray and spray, but it's about how do you repurpose and repackage but still tell the story. Now, to go back to my example, what's the final piece of that story? Well, the final piece is when we're finishing the deal and the transaction's over. So maybe it's a picture of that sold sign or a quick video in front of the house. How do we wrap up the end of that story, right? Maybe it's a picture of you and your clients, and maybe it's a quick testimonial that they're giving. You want to think about the things that you do in your business and what's the story behind the story, right? What's the story behind the story? What's the story when it's actually happening? And then what's the wrap up? And when you think about content in that regard, you will start to see how it's much easier to use multiple platforms, right? So for us, we do this type of video content, right? This is an event for us where we are batching our content, but there's also the story behind the story. So you may have seen us sharing on Instagram stories or Snapchat the day that we recorded this, the day that we filmed this. And then there's the content of what we're doing right now, and then how we'll publish that afterwards. So think about it in terms of a story, beginning, middle, and end. Think like a storyteller, look at your life as content, and I can guarantee you'll have a much easier way of using multiple platforms and not duplicating all of your content. As always, we would love if you would like or comment or share on this video. Let us know what you think. Leave us a comment below, and if it really resonated with you, we would love if you would share it out on all of your social media platforms. As always, you can find out more about me at katielance.com or pick up a copy of our new book at getsocialsmartbook.com. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.